Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So it's Monday, of course, so it's decorating day. So as you can see from what I've got sitting on my desk here, I'm just going to show you some stuff first. I went to Kmart. This was before I went on holidays. This is how long I've been stashing this set away. And they had some brand new washi tapes. I'd seen them on Facebook groups, and when I got there I just couldn't resist them. They're $4 a set, and they come in, you basically got two mediums or medium-sized ones, one really thick one and one really thin one. And you guys know how much I like playing with the thickness of washi tape anyway. So this is called the Naturals range, and it's got a really thick wood one. This one actually is fabric, like it's not tape, it's actually fabric. And you got pretty hearts and this really thin kind of paper bag kind of tape, and I really love that set, but I'm not going to use that one today, but I just thought I'd show you while I had it here. This one's the gold set, so you get the two in the gold and the silver that are kind of like the washi tape that Kikki.k do. And then you got the gorgeous rose gold chevrons and a really skinny clear one with gold hearts, which is also gorgeous. I'm just going to put these away while I'm using them. This is my new, my second attempt at washi storage. My rack that I had filled up, so I have started using this one from Officeworks, which it's working very, very well. And then the last set, which I'm going to use some of today, this is called the Natural set, and you get a thick piece of, it's like marble, which is really nice, and then a plain brown kind of one, a grey stripy, and then a black and white spot. And so I'm going to use this one today with some extra little gold bits from the Pause Planner post-it note set, a gold pen, and my Inspiration Paper Lovers book from last year. So we're going to kind of combine some of these and see what we can come up with. So I'm just going to go to this week in my planner. Now I have had a little bit of not a disaster, but I found that this page marker that we made a couple of weeks ago, which I'll link to down below, it's been sort of tearing my page a little bit, so it's kind of done some damage to the top of the page, which isn't a big deal. We're going to fix it, so it won't make any difference. But as you can see, there's just a little bit of damage to that side of the page. So we're going to start with, I'm just going to rub out all these bits because we don't need them anymore. So this week's a little sad because there's no AFL this weekend, which I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. That's not true. I'm going to go diving. Because I haven't had enough on my holiday of diving, so I thought I'd go again. It's always fun to do more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the extra thick marble washi tape along the top. I am going to cut it in half because it is just too thick. So I'm just grabbing my paper trimmer. But this should at least cover this damage and make it look a little bit less like I've torn the living crap out of it. I haven't used this washi tape yet, so I don't know what it's going to look like when I put it down on the page, so I'm very interested to see how it looks. So just cutting how much I need, and just doing this by sight. I'm not stressing out too much about being perfectly even. That wasn't even close to even, so we'll try that again, shall we? Sorry, someone in the background's got the hiccups. Oh dear. I'm just cutting that in half. It's not quite halves, but it'll do the job. I'm going to do this one first and try and sort of rescue this a little bit. I actually don't want it that thin. I'm kind of going to waste a little bit of washi tape here. So rather than doing that and cutting it in half, I'm actually going to place where I want it and then just trim off the excess as opposed to cutting it in half. That way at least I get how much I want. So I'm just going to put this so it sits just above that line because I'm going to use a bit of, I think I'm going to use the black to kind of trim this off. So I'm going to go ahead and stick all these down and cut it off, and I'll be back in just a sec. it looks like once I've trimmed it all up. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this yet. I don't know if it quite has the effect I wanted it to, but I do like that you can see through the tape. Like, it's definitely fixed the problem on the top there, and I like that you can see through it to see the August-September bit. As you would have seen, I did cut the bottom in half because the thickness is too thick. And then I'm kind of debating whether I do black or grey, because I really think those stripes will look better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try one with black and try one with grey and see which one I like. So we'll start with the black. If I can get it undone. There we go. The good thing is, because this washi is so cheap, I don't mind wasting a little bit of it. Grey looks better, but I do like the contrast of the black, but I am going to go with the grey for this one. So I'm just taking that tape off, and we'll just cut these little bits out, stick them down, and I'll be back in just a sec. That's what it looks like when it's done. I have got a little bit of curling happening, but that's okay. I'm not too stressed out about that. It'll lay flat once it's been in my planner for a little while. So the next thing I'm going to do, which is really boring, is I'm going to put write in like all my little bits and pieces that I need to write in. There's obviously no football this week, so I don't have to worry about doing that. But I've got stuff like netball, dinner at grandma's, those sort of things. I'm going to write everything in gold and grey. Because I am going to put some gold in this in a minute. So I'm going to write it all in gold and grey, and I'll be back in just a sec. Now I've put everything in netball wise, dinner at grandma's wise. I don't think I have anything else on next week. I have deliberately kept next week reasonably empty. But I did put a little diver guy because I am going diving on Sunday at some point if the weather cooperates, but it has to cooperate. I've just realised what I forgot. I knew there was something. So now we need to bring some more of this gold into it. So what I've got here is, this is the special edition Pause Planner, or Pause Range post-it notes. So I'm going to use this list one. I'm just going to stick it down just using the adhesive. I'm not going to do much more than that. But I just want to bring a bit of gold into this. And it's just going to be, I'm just going to write sort of things that I need to do this weekend, because I don't have any footy on, I'm not going anywhere. I'm trying to get a list of things I need to do, so I've just got there just 2 things, and I'll probably add a bunch more to do. So I've just got there wash makeup brushes, edit new wave photos, and I'll tick them off as I do them. But now I need to bring some more gold into this because it's definitely not gold enough. So I'm just going into the Inspiration Paper Lovers book. I'm actually thinking this might be the wrong one because I reckon it's too rose gold as opposed to gold, which I want gold. Just trying to make it match this gold because that's where, and I think it is the wrong gold. So what I'm going to do is grab the other Inspiration Paper Lovers book instead. No, I'm not. I'm going to grab the other Inspiration sticker book. If I can find it, there it is. We'll use the sticker book instead. I almost think this is too gold, which is ridiculous, I know. But just to put some extra bits and pieces in here. So I'm going to grab this one here. I'm trying to avoid any colour because I don't want anything other than gold in this because I have gone so neutral. I'm going to grab that little circle. I'm just going to stick that down. It's just annoying me. So I'm just going to stick it down just using that corner, and now that sits nicely. Just needs a pop. It's so plain, and I know I've done that on purpose, but it needs a pop of something. I just don't quite know what. I will get that Paper Lovers book. I'm going to grab this gift tag at the top here that says love. Just pop that out gently. Pull that sticker off, which thankfully these are reasonably repositionable if you're gentle. Yeah, I pulled a little bit, but it's alright. I'm going to put that there in its place, and I'm just going to leave it sitting off the edge a little bit. And then I'll just trim that down. Could do this with the paper trimmer if you wanted to, but considering it's just there. Okay. And then I'll put this sticker in on the other side instead. And I'm just going to use another one of these adhesive notes. And I'm just going to cut off sort of halfway, so you've just got basically the sticky bit. I'm just going to turn this into a little flag, just because I think they look cool. I'm just going to stick that there. There's still a little bit of unstickiness there, but that's okay. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I feel like I've got enough gold. There's no real colour to it, but I like the simplicity. I do like the marble. But next time I use it, I'll probably use it with a bit more something, a bit more oomph, maybe a brighter colour. The black might have been a good contrast there instead of the grey, but I did like the muted tones there. So let me know what you think about this. Is it too plain? Is it too... Do you know what I'm going to do? This sounds ridiculous. I'm actually going to stick that. I'm going to match it up and stick it down because I think the circle will actually look cool like that. I don't know why, it just jumped into my head as I was sitting there. Oh, there you go. I've just thought of something else I need to put on my little list here. There you go. Now I'm going to leave it alone. I think that looks good now. So I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know what you think of this. Is it too plain? Is it too simple? Or is it just simplistic enough? Let me know how, if you've got this washi tape, how have you been using it? Did you like the black with the marble better, or do you prefer the lighter sort of muted tones? And what other kind of washi tapes have you got from random places like Kmart? You guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on Snapchat, and of course you can leave me a comment down below if you wish to. I am doing my weekly planner decorations every single Monday, so if you do like these, please subscribe so you don't miss any. Remember that the Wednesday is the first of the month, so we've got the new Diary Lovers Club item on Monday, so stay tuned next week. I will be doing that. Whatever the printable is, I'll do that next week sometime. And other than that, guys, I shall see you for my video on Wednesday. Have a good week. Bye.